Well, light up a scent that will fill the room with a chill vibe.
Yeah, exactly. James joining us from Wixology this morning to tell us about these cocktail-inspired candles that we are holding in our hand. And James, I've been smelling this one for like 30 seconds straight before we came on the air. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Nice.
Yeah, good morning. Good to be here with you guys.
So explain to us. These are candles that are essentially inspired by cocktails. How did you come up with that?
Well, we are in Kentucky, and as you all probably know, there's a big bourbon culture here.
Yeah.
And,
No way! Get out of here!
Exactly. So, by the way, it's Derby week here, so we're all excited, and a little extra bourbon's going to be consumed this weekend.
Good luck.
But we wanted to create something different. We wanted to create a product for the home that really kind of took inspiration from the bourbon culture here and the love for craft cocktails and craft products. And we wanted to just create something unique, something people could reuse once they're done. You know, we notice people burn candles and then they throw away the glass. And, you know, that's wasteful. So why not put a little bourbon in there when you're done or mix up a cocktail? So that's kind of where we started.
Well, and I love the design of that. So you make it super easy. So you bring the, the candle comes out. Here's the glass. As you mentioned, once you burn this down. And I love that you've got instructions on how to clean this nicely.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have got a nice little recipe for a cocktail on the top of the candle.
Yeah, we wanted to make it as easy as possible. And you know, a lot of people love good cocktails. They love to order them when they're out, but they don't know how to make them at home. And I started dabbling in cocktails probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it's just kind of became a hobby of mine. So just wanted to spread that and show people, hey, you don't have to go order a $15 cocktail to have something good. You can make something right at home. So something fun, something everyone can enjoy, everyone of age, of course.
Sure.
And we just tried to make it as easy as possible. So even with the glass, if you guys can see this, the label kind of just peels right off. It doesn't leave residue. We know how much of a pain that can be when you take a sticker off something and you've got to scrape it with with a knife or something. So we wanted to make it as simple as possible.
Okay, so the one I have here, and I'll trade with you in a second here, Court.
Okay.
I have a sidecar. I've never had a sidecar in my life, but now I want one just by smelling this.
By the smell?
This is so good. Like
it's an incredible cocktail. A sidecar's really a classic. Probably not as popular as a Manhattan or an old fashioned or something like that, but it's a great cocktail. And of course, you can switch out the spirit. We put bourbon in pretty much everything. So you can always swap the bourbon in there and make a bourbon sidecar, which is what we often do. Sometimes we'll add other ingredients. You know, instead of using simple syrup, we'll use maple syrup and do a maple sidecar. So we like to have fun with it.
Well, I'm curious because I'm looking at your website, all the different scents, and you've got quite a lovely arrangement of scents. You've got barrel-aged cider, Bellini candle. Do you have any favorites, James?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm biased. I like them all, but I really do love the sidecar. I think it's good for all seasons because it's got a little bit of that spice, but it's also got some orange kind of citrus as well. So, you know, it's good for the springtime, but it's also really nice in the winter and stuff like that. And then I also really just like the bourbon neat. It's pretty simple.
It's just bourbon.
It doesn't necessarily smell exactly like bourbon, but we really wanted to capture some of those notes you get when you're sipping a good bourbon. So some vanilla and some nutmeg, a little bit of spice, some caramel. So we really just wanted people to be able to relax, have something neat for their home and something they could reuse later. And we want to have fun with it. So the Bellini is a big time favorite. We've got 2 holidays this weekend in Kentucky. We've got the Kentucky Derby on Saturday and then Mother's Day, of course. On Sunday. So people will be burning mint julep candles Saturday, and then maybe the Bellini or the Cosmo that's popular with a lot of the females.
Quick question before you go. Did you have any cocktails that you tried to make a candle out of, and then when you tested it, were like, yeah, this doesn't work?
Well, yeah, there's the hardest one. It's one I really want to put out, and I get asked about a lot because it's my favorite cocktail is an old fashioned. The problem is an old fashioned doesn't necessarily have a very distinct smell. So the old fashioned and the Manhattan are 2 that I'm really working on, and the Negroni is a favorite of mine. So I'm still working. I like to get in the lab and try to figure out new scents. So those are coming. I want to get them right.
James, these are very clever.
And then after you get those, the Red Bull and vodka.
Keep it in basic. It's called Wixology.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're going to link all the details for Wixology to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. Bluegrass Mule. They've got a 2-pack for Mom. Coffee and bourbon cream. They've got. I just want to smell them all. They smell amazing. James, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you all so much. Have a great day.
They're very cool.
Just gonna do the rest of the show like this.
I know. Just let's see what happens. Read that with this on your nose.